Imagine wearing armor so strong you're nearly invincible. Today we're testing the most legendary armors in history, ancient to modern, to find out which is truly unbreakable. We've spent $1 million recreating these masterpieces, and we're about to unleash swords, arrows, axes, and even explosives on them. This is the ultimate showdown. Which armor is the greatest of all time? Before we start smashing, drop your predictions in the comments. Knight, samurai, or something else? Will modern tech blow the classics away? Let's find out. Don't blink, this is about to get wild. First up, the icon, full-plate armor. This is the legendary suit you picture when you think of knights charging into battle, banners flying, sunlight glinting off polished steel. It's the ultimate symbol of the medieval warrior, and for good reason. But this isn't just a costume for a movie set or a Renaissance fair. This is a $50,000 fortress of medieval engineering, painstakingly recreated using centuries-old techniques. Every inch is designed for survival, not just for show. Every single plate is carefully curved and angled to deflect blows from swords, axes, and arrows. The design is all about redirecting force, making it almost impossible for a weapon to land a direct, damaging hit. Swords, arrows, even axes, most just bounce off harmlessly. The armor turns deadly strikes into glancing blows, protecting the knight inside from almost anything the battlefield could throw at them. This revolutionary design didn't just protect its wearer, it changed the entire face of warfare. Armies had to invent new weapons and tactics just to stand a chance against these walking fortresses. And despite what you might have heard, it's not clumsy or impossible to move in. In fact, a well-made suit of plate armor is surprisingly agile. At 50, 60 pounds, it's actually lighter than the gear a modern soldier carries into combat today. The weight is distributed so perfectly that knights could wear it for hours, even days, without being crushed or exhausted. You can run, jump, climb, and yes, even do a cartwheel in this thing. The myth of the clumsy lumbering knight? Totally busted. The craftsmanship is absolutely insane. Each plate is custom fitted, overlapping at the joints for maximum protection and almost no weak spots. It's like medieval body sculpting, with every rivet and hinge serving a purpose. Now imagine facing an entire army of these walking tanks, sunlight glinting off their steel, shields raised, charging forward without a hint of fear. It must have been a terrifying sight for anyone on the other side. Plate armor wasn't just about physical protection, it was psychological warfare too. The sight alone could break enemy morale before a single blow was struck. But how tough is it really? Can it stand up to the weapons it was designed to defeat? We're about to put it to the ultimate test. We've got swords, axes, and a crossbow that fires bolts at 200 miles per hour, just like the ones that terrified knights on the battlefield. This is our baseline, the gold standard of armor. If anything can survive, it's this. But will it really live up to the legend? For the first test, Carl's taking a massive two-handed sword and swinging it straight at the chest plate. This is the kind of blow that would end a fight in an instant if the armor fails. Real steel versus real steel. No tricks, no movie props, just raw power and centuries-old technology going head-to-head. Will plate armor live up to its legendary reputation, or will it finally meet its match? Let's see if we can even put a dent in it. The suspense is real. This is what centuries of innovation have led to. Next, we'll hit it with a crossbow bolt, one of the deadliest weapons of the era. Can the armor handle that kind of force, or will it finally give way? And if it survives that, we're not stopping. We'll bring out even heavier weapons, pushing this armor to its absolute limits. This is the ultimate test for the knight in shining armor. The moment of truth for a $50,000 legend. Is it truly unbreakable, or is the legend just that, a myth? We're about to find out once and for all. Place your bets. Can anything get through this steel fortress? Let's get smashing! The ultimate showdown starts now! Now let's head to Japan and step into the world of the legendary samurai Yoroi, armor that's as much a masterpiece of craftsmanship as it is a tool of survival. This isn't just protective gear, it's a symbol of honor, tradition, and the warrior spirit that defined centuries of Japanese history. Crafted from thousands of meticulously lacquered leather and iron scales, each piece is laced together with vibrant silk cords. The result? Armor that's not only flexible and lightweight but also visually stunning, a true work of art that moves with its wearer. The Kabuto helmet and fierce Mempo mask weren't just for protection. They were designed to intimidate enemies on the battlefield, while also signaling the samurai's rank and family lineage. Every detail, from the crest to the menacing expression, told a story. But don't be fooled by the beauty. This armor was built for war. It had to withstand the chaos of battle, the clash of swords and the relentless hail of arrows. The secret lies in the layered construction. Each scale overlaps, distributing the force of incoming blows and stopping both arrows and swords in their tracks. It's a marvel of ancient engineering. The sewed shoulder guards act as mobile shields, sliding out of the way for archery and dropping down to protect the arms and shoulders during close combat. This adaptability gave samurai a crucial edge. Every fastening, every joint, was engineered for both mobility and protection. Samurai needed to move swiftly, whether on horseback or on foot, without sacrificing safety. But how does this iconic armor compare to the heavy plate of a European knight? Both are legendary, but their designs reflect very different philosophies of warfare. To find out, we're putting the O-Yoroi to the ultimate test. 1,000 arrows, fired by 10 professional archers, each one trained in the ancient art of Kyudo. Can a single arrow pierce these intricate layers of silk and steel? Or will the armor's legendary construction hold strong? This is the ultimate arrow storm, a barrage that would have terrified even the bravest warriors. Will the O-Yoroi stand tall, or will it be reduced to a pincushion, overwhelmed by sheer numbers? Place your bets. Will the samurai's armor triumph, or will the arrows claim victory? The tension is real. Let's find out if this legendary armor can survive a 1,000-arrow barrage. Archers ready. Fire! Here comes the storm. History is about to be put to the test. Time to go back to the Roman Empire and the Lorica segmentata. Armor made of overlapping metal strips held by leather straps. This design gave legionaries protection and flexibility, perfect for their brutal close-quarters fighting style. If a plate broke, you just swapped it out. Easy field repairs kept the Roman army strong. Facing a Roman wall of shields, this armor was part of a complete war system. But can it handle a real frenzy? We've got 50 Roman reenactors, each with a blunted gladius. Their mission, find a weak spot and break through the Lorica segmentata. They'll swarm the mannequin, stabbing and slashing from every angle. Will the segmented design hold up, or will the straps fail under chaos? This is the ultimate test of Roman engineering. Can the armor that built an empire survive a legion's assault? Let's find out. Charge, the attack begins now. Will history's most famous armor fall? Now, to ancient Greece and the hoplites' bronze armor, the original European body armor. The solid bronze cuirass and Corinthian helmet were symbols of status and intimidation. The helmet offered great protection, but limited vision and hearing, forcing hoplites to fight as a disciplined unit. The phalanx formation made them nearly unstoppable, with shields and bronze as the last line of defense. But bronze is softer than steel. How tough is it really? We're skipping swords and spears and going straight to the ultimate test, a 60-ton tank. Can this ancient cuirass survive being crushed under modern military might? This is pure, raw, crushing power. Will the legendary Greek armor be flattened, or will it hold up? Only one way to find out. Driver, move forward. The tank is rolling. Will ancient bronze survive modern muscle? Let's see what's left when the dust settles. Place your bets. Bronze or tank? Here comes the crush. Next, we face the Mongol Empire's lamellar armor. Simple, flexible, and brutally effective. Made of small leather or iron plates laced together, it was perfect for horseback archers. The plates shift to absorb impacts, making it tough for arrows or swords to penetrate. Easy to repair, light to wear, and layered with silk for extra protection. This was armor built for constant war. The Mongols needed gear that could handle thousands of miles and endless battles. So, how does it hold up in action? We've got stunt riders in full Mongol gear, firing arrows at me as I ride past in replica armor. Can I survive a barrage of arrows at full gallop? Will lamellar armor keep me safe from a cavalry charge? This is as real as it gets. Let's see if I can survive the wrath of the Mongol horde. Riders ready, let them ride. Here comes the attack. Now to ancient Persia and their dazzling scale armor, hundreds of metal scales sewn onto leather, covering both rider and horse. The cataphracts were the tanks of their day, charging into battle encased in shimmering metal. Scale armor was great against slashes and arrows, but vulnerable to attacks from below, and very heavy. Making a full suit took thousands of scales, a true display of Persian wealth and power. But can it handle a predator's attack? We've built a hydraulic animatronic lion with steel claws and a crushing bite. This is the ultimate test ancient armor versus a modern robotic beast. Will the scales deflect the claws and teeth, or will the mannequin be torn apart? Time to unleash the lion. Let's see if Persian scale armor can survive a full-on lion attack. The jaws are closing in. Will the golden armor hold or be shredded? Place your bets. Armor or lion? Let's find out. Now, it's time to put modern ballistic armor to the test. Armor that's specifically engineered to stop bullets, not just blades or arrows like in the old days. This is the result of decades of research, innovation, and real-world experience on the battlefield and in law enforcement. Kevlar changed everything. It's a synthetic fiber that's 5 times stronger than steel by weight, yet flexible enough to be woven into vests. When a bullet hits, the Kevlar fibers catch it, spreading the energy across a wide area and reducing the risk of penetration. It's lightweight, comfortable, and has saved countless lives. But when it comes to high-powered rifles like the AK-47, Kevlar alone isn't enough. That's where ceramic plates come in. These plates are hard enough to shatter and deform incoming bullets, while the Kevlar backing catches any fragments. Together, they form a powerful barrier against some of the deadliest threats. This is the pinnacle of personal protection. Armor that's engineered with advanced materials, rigorously tested in labs, and trusted by soldiers and police officers around the world. Every plate and vest is pushed to the limit before it ever sees the field. The leap from ancient bronze breastplates to today's ceramic composites is absolutely mind-blowing. We've gone from heavy, rigid metal to lightweight, high-tech materials that can stop modern ammunition. So, let's put all this technology to the ultimate test. We're heading to the range to see if modern armor can really stand up to the firepower of an AK-47. We've got a certified level 4 ballistic vest, the highest rating for personal body armor, and a real AK-47, one of the most iconic and powerful rifles in the world. I'm strapping the vest onto a ballistic dummy, and Chandler's stepping up to take the shot. This is as real as it gets. No tricks, no shortcuts. It's modern firepower versus the very best in modern armor. The tension is real, and the stakes are high. Will this vest actually stop a round from one of the world's most famous assault rifles? Or will the bullet punch right through? My heart's pounding right now. Seriously, don't ever try anything like this at home. We've got professionals and safety measures in place. We've taken every possible safety precaution. Chandler, are you ready? Here comes the shot. The trigger's pulled, the bullet's in the air, and impact. Did the armor hold up under the pressure? Let's check the vest, the dummy, and see exactly what happened when modern science met raw firepower. It's the ultimate showdown. Modern science versus firepower. Who comes out on top? Let's find out together. From tanks to arrows to AK-47s, we've pushed these armors to their limits. Each was a masterpiece of its era, designed for survival, power, and dominance. Modern ballistic armor is unmatched against bullets, but in ancient battles, the choice isn't so clear. Plate armor was nearly indestructible, Mongol lamellar offered mobility, and every suit had its own story. Which would you choose for battle? Let us know in the comments. Want more insane history tests? Like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.